Having a properly calibrated center of rotation is essential to making accurate parts on any 5-axis machine. When the machine does its calculations for 5-axis features such as tilted work plane, work setting error compensation, or tool center point control, the center of rotation parameters used for these calculations must exactly match the machine's physical center of rotation in order to return accurate results. Automated manufacturing's axis check software can measure your machine's center of rotation and automatically update the parameters for you. Other uses of this software include being able to check if the trunnion on a machine has been crashed into the spindle, or to check thermal fluctuations of the machine throughout the day.
First, tool change the probe into the machine. Ensure that the probe has been properly calibrated in both X, Y, and Z. Then, find the axis check program. On most machines, this will be program number 09525. Then, look at the inputs to determine which direction the machine will make the greatest rotary move in. In this example, the greatest movement will be negative 105 degrees in the A-axis. Then move all rotary axes to the home position. Attach the datum sphere to the table with the mag base. Place it as close to the edge as possible on the side of the table which will be closer to the Z plus direction during the greatest rotary move. Rotate the mag base such that the stem forms a 45-degree angle to the machine's X and Y axes so it will not be hit by the probe.
Next, verify that all of the inputs to the program are correct. If this program has already been run, none of these inputs should need to be changed. However, it is essential to verify before proceeding. Pound 7 is the diameter of the datum sphere and can be verified with its accompanying certification documents stored in its carrying case. Pound 17 is the probe tool offset number. It will be set to pound 517 for any Matsuura machine. Pound 27 is the diameter of the probe stylus ball. This is typically either 3 mm or 0.1181 inches or 6 mm or 0.2362 inches. Pound 28 should be set to 1 to automatically update the machine's parameters. If pound 28 is set to 0, it will display the errors but not automatically update the parameters. Pound 30 is the file output option. Pound 30 is set to 0 for no output, 1 for an output in inches, and 2 for an output in millimeters. Pound 154 is the precise distance from the sphere center to the table surface. Newest versions of Axis Check will calculate this automatically by prompting you to jog to a safe spot to probe the table after the initial measurement moves on the sphere. Otherwise, you must find this distance yourself using the probe. If you chose to output a file, make sure that the I/O channel in the settings page is set to 17 for USB, then insert your USB drive. Once all program inputs have been verified, jog to the approximate center and approximately 0.1 inches above the sphere. Start the Axis Check program. The machine will then begin making measurements at various A or B angles. If the program alarms out with the message "diameter out of tolerance," the probe has hit the stem of the datum sphere. Return the rotary axes home, rotate the mag base so the stem will not be hit by the probe, and start the process over from the beginning. During the measurement of the greatest A or B angle, open the door and make sure there is sufficient room for the probe to measure on all 4 sides of the ball without causing a crash. If there is not enough clearance, move the mag base closer to the edge or add the provided spacer to the datum sphere setup. Change the distance from table surface to sphere center in the program inputs to the new values. To view the file output, plug the USB into your computer and find the file. If this is the first Axis Check file on the device, it will be titled PRNT0. The second will be titled PRNT1, etc. Open the file with WordPad. It displays the old parameters, errors, and new parameters in whichever units you selected in the program inputs. If you chose the option to not automatically update the parameters, only the current parameters and errors will be displayed in this file output. Finally, after updating the parameters, turn Auto Parameter Update off and run the program again to confirm the parameters have been properly set. The calculated errors for all parameters should not exceed 2/10,000ths of an inch. The center of rotation parameters are now properly calibrated to the machine's actual center of rotation, and you are now ready for 5-axis machining.